Good day everyone and welcome to another unboxing video. Today we have the Nikon D7100 or 7100 kit. So in this kit you get more than just the camera, you actually get a lens as well as two batteries and a carrying case or a bag. So let's get into the specifics of the camera. The camera is actually a DX format camera. It's 24.1 megapixels. And it could shoot images in 6 frames per second of continuous shots. It has an ISO of 100 to 6400. It could shoot video at 1080p, at 30p, or at 60i. The battery life lasts at about 920 shots. It has autofocus of 51 points with 15 cross type. The ISO can be expanded to 25,600. This camera is Wi-Fi certified, which means it can be connected to the internet if you have the adapter, and with the adapter you could use it to share images on the fly. So let's go and check out what's inside the package. So on this side it shows you the contents of this kit. So on the camera itself, it includes obviously the camera body of the D7100. It has a battery charger for the MH25 type battery. It has a USB cable, the rubber eye cup, a camera strap, eyepiece cap, a body cap, also an accessory shoe cap for the top, and a Nikon View NX2 CD-ROM for your computer for the Nikon software that it comes with. The lens is an autofocus. It's an autofocus S DX NIKKOR lens, zoom range of 18 to 140 millimeters. It has an f-stop of 3.5 to 5.6 G, and it is a vibration reduction zoom lens. The lens also includes a front lens cap and a rear lens cap for when you're not using it in the camera. This kit also includes two batteries instead of the one that you normally get, and they are rechargeable lithium-ion batteries which you could use with the charger as they mentioned earlier. And finally, the kit has a Nikon digital SLR gadget bag. This system comes with a 2-year Nikon warranty, and this is for in Canada. It may change in other countries. And the system requirements are the standard system, so Windows XP, Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 8. And for Macs, it's Mac OS X 10.4.11 or newer. Alright, so let's go into the box and see what we got. Okay, so let's get inside the box. Let me use my trusty unboxing knife to cut the box. I don't know how this kit is. Since it's a kit, it's all included in the box. I don't know if they come in individual packages inside the box, but I didn't open it up. So you're going to be finding out with me. Alright, so it's open. Let me put my knife away for a second. And let's see. We got the packaging material. Okay, so we have the Nikon bag here. We're going to take a look at that last, and it's just a carrying case, but it's Nikon branded, so it's actually from them, which is really valuable. And inside what we have is the additional battery, which we'll look at soon, and then another kit which includes all the other stuff that we mentioned, including the lens and the camera as well as the other battery. Okay, so let's take a look at the big package first, since that's what we all came here to see. So from this you can see it's very nicely packaged. I love Nikon packaging because it's gold and black, two colors that go really well together. So again, this is the D7100 with autofocus and DX NIKKOR lens. So let's open up the kit. Right on top we have the registration, I think, the dealer's record. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Another one for the dealer's record, and we have the manuals right on top, and it is a big manual. I believe it comes in English and French, as well as the CD-ROM. So let's just quickly open it up and check inside. But it comes with a big manual because this is a enthusiast grade camera, so it has a lot of features that you're gonna have to learn by reading the manual. It comes with the Nikon View NX2 software. This is for the editing the images and basically everything you need to do after you capture the images. So that's valuable. We have the NIKKOR lens manual. This is the manual just for the lens itself, and it's included in the packaging since this is a kit. We have the D7100 user's manual and the same one in French because we're in Canada. So let's put those off to the side and let's take a look at the stuff. Let's start with the accessories first. It's usually in the small box. Alright, there's a bunch of stuff. So we have the Nikon Eyepiece Cap. This is for covering the eyepiece on the camera. I don't know why you would, but maybe that's for like packaging or storing. Let's put that to the side and let's see what this is. This is an adapter for the North American power, because I guess this is an international camera. This just makes it so that you can adapt it to the North American power supplies. So that's good. And this is the power cable. That's actually strange that they would include a power cable and this, but I think this is for traveling. So I think this is for traveling. So when you're traveling, you don't need the whole wire, but when you're at home, you can just plug this in. So it's beneficial, and they both output the same way so that you could plug it into the charger. And here is the charger itself. There it is. You put in the battery over the top, and this indicator shows you when it's charging. When it's blinking, it's charging. When it's solid, it's done. This is the release for the power cable, and that's where you would either plug in the power cable if you're at home, or if it's more convenient, you could plug in the small adapter when you're traveling, so that it's easy to carry around and you don't have to carry around a lot of cables. So it's great that Nikon thought about that, and they gave you all the things you need. Here is the first battery that you get with the camera. This is the one that would come with the camera itself, and this is the EL15 battery that comes for this type of camera. And with one battery you could take about 920 shots with this camera, so that's good. Let's put that to the side. Next we have the USB cable. This cable is for connecting your camera to the computer and for transferring images to the software or for your own purposes. And finally, in the accessories, you have the Nikon strap, which you should always have so you don't drop your camera. So that's great accessories. Let's put them off to the side. Alright, next we'll take out the camera body, putting the lens to the side for a second, and take a look at what the camera body has to offer. This is the main feature of the camera, obviously. So let's take that out. It's wrapped in this very nice bubble wrap, which we all love. Let's put the bubble wrap to the side, and it's also covered in a probably a plastic bag or static, or just keeping it clean. And let's take the body out. So right off the bat, I can tell you it has some really nice weight to it. Feels like a very solid construction. I believe it's supposed to be around 765 grams, and that's for the camera itself without the lens, so it'll be just a bit if you include the lens. Okay guys, so let's take a quick look at the camera body. This camera has a lot of features, so I'm just going to go over them quickly. I'm not going to cover all of them, but this is an unboxing, not a review, so maybe in a future review we'll go over all of them. So just quickly, we have obviously the lens mount. This is where you would mount the lens. You open the cap and put the lens on, and this is the release for the lens. Over here you have the autofocus and manual focus switch, so that you could have it autofocus for you, or you could decide to manually focus and you could do it by flipping the switch. Over here you have the shutter release button. If you want to manually release the shutter, you could do that from here. We also have a function button here and a PV button over here. This is the autofocus lamp. So if you have autofocus enabled, this lamp will light up to illuminate the setting and to detect the range of the autofocus. Here you have a programmable dial that you could set to whatever you want. Taking a look at the top, as you can see, you have a display here that'll show you all the main settings that you have set. This indicator shows you where the sensor is located, so it's around here somewhere along this plane. Here you have the shutter button, the most valuable button on the camera, the power on and off just by flipping it like that. You have the record button for videos, as well as the exposure button here. Over here you have the accessory mounting shoe for putting in the accessories, and all standard Nikon accessories as well as some other accessories may also work on it with minimal function. We have the stereo microphone for when you're recording audio, and over here you have the mode dial for selecting which mode you want to shoot in, and it's quite advanced. It has the two mode dials. And going on to the back over here you have the main display that you could use for all your settings as well as for capturing pictures and videos, and it acts as a live display. We also have the viewfinder over here for actually lining up the shot, and it also has a 100% pass-through, so you see exactly what your lens sees and you don't miss anything. And it can be adjusted with this if you need any focusing done on that. We have the dial over here for your settings, as well as the OK button, the record mode selection here, the info button for if you really need help, but if you're using this then you probably don't. Along here we have the preview button for previewing images, as well as the delete button right beside it if you want to delete pictures right on the go. We have the menu button, as well as the white balance one. We also have zoom in and out, as well as the ISO dial, and an information button right here. So from going there, let's check out the side. On this side we have one of the hooks for mounting your strap. We have the connectors for your USB, your microphone, HDMI out. I think this is a mini or micro HDMI. I think mini HDMI probably. We also have a connection for GPS. So if you want if you have the GPS accessory, you could connect that to that, which allows you to get your photos to have exact geolocation tag, and a headphone jack so you could hear what the camera is hearing for more accurate audio capture. From that, let's go on to the other side. The other side actually has a card slot for the memory cards, and as you can see, this has two memory cards, not just one. That's kind of the enthusiast side of this, and the reason for this is you could actually use both cards together or individually, and if you have them together, then they'll just act as a much larger storage area. And you can also program the card so that, for example, you could take a raw image and save it onto one card, while at the same time taking the same image and saving as a JPEG or a fine quality image onto the other card. So it's quite expandable in that way. On the bottom we have the screw for the tripod mount, as well as camera details right here, and battery slot for putting in your batteries for powering, and it takes in the normal batteries that I mentioned earlier. And I think that sums up the camera, so let's put that off to the side and take a look at the lens. Alright, so let's take the lens. Okay, let's take a look at the lens now. So let's remove the packaging. So it's pretty protected, and here it is. There's nothing else inside the box, so let's move it aside. It's also in this plastic wrapping that most Nikon products come in, and it has the front lens and the back lens cap included and put on for protection. So some details about this lens. This is a Nikon NIKKOR lens, which is a DX model. This supports vibration reduction, and it has a focal length range of 18 to 140, as you can see here, with a maximum aperture range of 3.5 to 5.6. This has vibration reduction that you could turn on and off over here, as well as auto and manual focus. The autofocus can be done in lens with a silent wave motor. This has an approximate weight of 490 grams. Taking a look at it, it goes from 18 to 140 millimeters. The focus ring on this is located right here, and the zoom ring is obviously here. With maximum zoom, it's around this size, which is pretty big. and has 2 stages. The front, it looks like that, so it's gorgeous. Okay guys, so this is how it looks when you have the lens attached. It's pretty big and it's very dominating and feels really good on the hands. Just to give you an idea about how big this really is, let me show you guys one of our older cameras, the Nikon D3000, and just compare the 2 sizes of the cameras. As you can see, on this side is the Nikon D3000 and this side is the D7100 or 7100. So side by side you could see this one is so much more bigger. Has a display, has a quick display on top, and way more functions and buttons and all that stuff. I think you have an idea about how much more advanced this is. Okay, so now that we looked at the camera, let's take a look at the battery that we got that's extra. It should be the same as the one we got in the package, but since it comes with its own little case, I think it deserves its own little unboxing. So the model number is the EL15, so probably EL15, and that's the type, and this is a genuine Nikon battery, so you know it's gonna have really good quality, and it should probably last the same amount of captures as the original battery. So let's open it up. We got a little manual here. Ooh, not a little manual, it's pretty big. So just directions on how to use the battery, how to charge it, on all the safety details that normally come with all batteries. And the battery itself has very similar packaging to what we already saw for the original camera. It's a very nice looking battery, Nikon. It's a lithium-ion battery with the original Nikon seal to validate its genuineness. So yeah, that's all for that. Let's put that to the side and go to the final little unboxing we have for the original Nikon case for the DSLR cameras or SLR cameras. So a little bit of tape in the back. Okay, I'm gonna just cut the tape. Put that away. And wow, that's a very nice feeling case. It comes with a little tag for compact DSLR accessories bag. They say it is a durable material with padded construction and provides excellent protection for your valuable camera gear. It has removable padded dividers for a customized bag. Zippered main compartment for added protection, plus inner zippered mesh pockets for handy storage and storage of accessories. Large zippered front accessory pocket with inner mesh pockets for added storage. Dual zippered sides for quick access accessories, and easy to carry with detachable padded shoulder strap or padded carrying handle. So it boasts a lot of features, almost as much as the camera. So let's take a look at it. It has a very shiny Nikon logo, which is really awesome for a Nikon fan. So as they mentioned, there is a ton of zippers. First one up here on the for here, you could probably put like SD cards or whatever you want in there, maybe extra batteries. The outermost pocket right here, it also has these pockets with elastic, putting other stuff like batteries and yeah, basically any camera accessories that you want, remotes and so on. Let me open up the main pocket, also zippered. When you open it up, it has very nice smooth feeling padding on top to protect from any top type problems. Again, another zippered area here. It has a Nikon shoulder strap, only attached on one side, but you could attach on the other side too, and it's again very comfortable and very durable. There's many little padding with Velcro on the side so that you could customize the bag to your needs to fit your camera and your accessories. So that's very good that it's done in that way. So it can basically, you could just remove all the parts to give your bag the look and feel that you want. I hope you could see that inside. And it's pretty deep. It has a lot of room and way more padding than you'd ever need. So you know your camera is going to be protected. It also has side pouches here for other accessories as well. And it seems like you could access things on the things inside with the side pouches. So you could actually separate it off one section like this, and then in here put in another smaller camera or whatever. So same thing on the other side, and again even those have these little elastics. This also has very nice. This also has rubber feet so that we could leave it on the ground without worrying of the thing getting scratched or dirty. So yep, that's the unboxing of that. So guys, this comes to the end of our unboxing. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out our other videos, and please share this with your friends. Until next time guys, peace.